see.
Right, right. Yeah.
Okay. I just, before we close this, I want to give you a little piece of coaching, because not everybody is a boss. And there are things that you can do when somebody gives you feedback, even if they give you feedback that's not effective, to train them on the spot to give you feedback, even though they don't know how. And what you can do is, what you want to convey to them is that you want their feedback, you want the result that they want, and here's what you need in order to get to the next step. So the first thing, instead of saying, I don't understand what you mean by team player, which as the boss would sound like a little bit like you're pushing back or not being uncooperative or something like this. If you say something, and I want to check with you, if Julia were to say something like, I'm grateful that you're telling me this, and I want to learn how I can be a better team player, and it would help me if you can give me 2 or 3 specific examples of what you have in mind.
That would be great.
It doesn't look to him like training, but I was just training him on what would work for me. And even without formal power, you can always train people by giving them the message that you share their goals and you want their support in moving towards those goals.
Yeah.
Anything else before we sit down?
No, that was nice.
Thank you. Let's sit down and see what we could learn from this. So is there anything that stands out to you from this work that we just did?
For me, something about, especially the thing about that if you're trying to do something new in how you communicate with people, especially if there's a power differential, being honest enough to say, I've just been to a workshop and I learned some things there which I think could be really great. So I'm going to try them and you can give me some feedback, that kind of thing.
Thank you. How about you? Anything that stands out to you?
I was really surprised at how just imagining Newt as my boss made me tense, and I heard everything coming from him from this sense of being less than and being powerless. And so your coaching at the end was really helpful, a way of
empowering yourself. Yeah. The main thing that is standing out to me is how, regardless of power differences, when people have a sense of a shared goal, they can work better together. And there are different things that you can do as boss or as employee to work towards having a sense of shared purpose. And that when you're the boss, it's really important to communicate to the other person, not at cost to you. That's essential in order to get a sense of collaboration. Okay, let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll come back to another scenario, and the other scenario is called You're Late.
Invoke the water, honor the earth, burn in the fire, breathe in the air. Invoke the water, honor the earth, burn in the fire. It's okay that it turned out this way, 'cause I can always use time for myself, time to develop self-love as a habit, 'cause you sure can't get that from no one else. So I hang out with my diseases, I can cure them good as Jesus, when I find my own true self. Well, that makes people nervous, but I do it nonetheless, 'cause I think it's what we came here for. We came to breathe in the air, invoke the water, honor the earth, burn in the fire, breathe in the air. Invoke the water, honor the earth, burn in the fire.
Welcome back to the Conflict Hotline. This is Miki. If you would like to join us, you can call at 510-433-0700. And if you're watching this on YouTube, the next show will be on the first Thursday of April at 7:30, and you can call that same number then. And so we are going back to our next scenario. All the scenarios that we have planned for today are taking place in the same organization. So we still have Robert, but this time Jared is Fred, not Julia. Hello, Fred.
Hi.
And we are at a meeting that Robert and Fred and a few other people that we don't see on the screen are at. And Robert.
I see you coming in there, Fred. You're late. We were meant to start at 10. It's 10:15. So thanks for showing up.
Yeah, you're welcome. Glad to be here.
Yeah. If I can just... 10 was the time we were meant to be starting. Are you picking up on that?
Yeah, I got that.
You don't seem very concerned about it, Fred.
Oh, are you upset about this?
I am not upset. The start time is 10 o'clock. It's not about my upset.
I got that. 10 o'clock. I'm here, I'm ready.
Right, and it's now 10:17 and you're here and ready.
Yeah, should we begin?
Well, we may need to speak about this later, I think.
So, you are a little upset about it.
Fred, this is nothing to do with my upset. This is to do with your punctuality.
Yeah, but I just asked you if you were upset about it, and you said that you weren't upset about it, but clearly you're upset about it. If you're upset about it, just say you're upset about it.
I can't believe what I'm hearing, quite frankly.
That makes two of us.
Okay, thank you. How confident are either of you that this conversation, if it were to continue without assistance, would lead to a place that you would be satisfied with?
Not very likely.
Probably not so nice, but I have a sense my character maybe might be comfortable with the escalation.
You are comfortable with the escalation?
Well, maybe.
Fred's just comfortable. Full stop. I think he's just comfortable, no matter what, it seems to me.
And you don't like that?
Well, not if it means that other people are waiting around for his input or, you know.
So there is something you want from him?
Yes, I want him to arrive on time.
Yeah, and the way that you're talking to him about it clearly is not reaching him.
Right. It's like he's living in cloud cuckoo land or something. Yeah.
He's some other place that is not affected by what you're saying.
Clearly. Yeah.
Are you curious what is going on for him?
No.
Then you will keep having him late for meetings. That's the sad reality.
Not if I fire him, I won't.
Right, but then you won't have his talents. And he has some really unique and irreplaceable talents. You want him around.
Right, that's why he's getting so cocky and full of himself and thinks he doesn't need to show up on time.
Okay, but the principle here is that if you want something so much that you're not curious about the other person, you're not likely to get it.
Well.
Just imagine yourself in his shoes.
Okay.
There's clearly something going on. There's a reason why he's late.
Well, maybe. Not a good reason.
I don't know, good or not good. There is a reason. For everything that happens, there is some reason.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Philosophically, yeah, okay.
You don't know why he's late.
I don't know why he's late, no. I know it's not the first time.
Yes. And you have said something like what you said today all of these times.
Yes, that's right.
And I don't have a sense that it has gotten you very far.
No.
So I'm going to inquire into Fred. He's not hearing us right now.
Mm-hmm.